So in today's video, I want to talk about why your birth certificate, your name and the arrangement and spellings are such a big deal when it comes to nursing application. My name was not spelled well, or my name is not well arranged, my name is different, the name on my WASSCE certificate is different from the one on my birth certificate. And sometimes you ask yourself, why is it such a big deal? It is me. I wrote the WASSCE exam. This is nobody wrote it for me. So why is it such a big deal that I have to go through the hassle of doing a new birth certificate, going for an affidavit, or some schools even ask for a gazette to prove that the names that are different are still referring to you? That's what we are going to look at. And this video is especially for those who are planning to apply for nursing or midwifery or any health training school in the year 2023 and beyond. This video is for you. This is a very important video, and everything I will talk about is very important. So watch this video to the end. Before, if anything is not clear, you can ask me a question. If you don't watch the video to the end and you ask a question about something I talk about in the video, I will ignore you. Yes, I try to answer all my comments, but some comments I just ignore because I try to put a lot of information in my video. So if you don't watch and you're asking questions under the same video that should answer your questions, I'll ignore your comments. That's the longest intro, but it's important. So let's start with birth certificate. First of all, what is the birth certificate all about? A birth certificate is a permanent and official record of any person's existence, and you are recognized as a citizen depending on the country in which you were born or registered in. You are recognized as a citizen. Your identity is established, it's permanent. So that is why on birth certificate you see your own name, the name that you go by or you're identified by. You see the place you were born. So the birth certificate in itself is a big document that without it, a lot of things will not go your way. The birth certificate is like a legal proof of your identity. You don't need a lawyer, you don't need a judge or a court to come in, or you don't need people to come with you and say, oh, wait, no, she's and all of that. You don't need all of that, because anywhere you go, you just provide your birth certificate and everybody knows that, okay, this person is who she says she is. It's your legal proof, it's your passport to citizenship, and without it you can be denied access to a lot of things. You can be denied a passport, you can be denied education. Yes, without your birth certificate, a school can decide not to give you admission, because we don't know who you are. Who do you really say you are? We don't know that. So they can deny you education. So the birth certificate is really important, okay? Because it's a conclusive proof of your age also. If you come and if I tell you I'm 16 years old, what is the proof that I'm actually 16 years old? It's my birth certificate that would tell that, oh, you are really 16 years old. Now let's talk about names, the spellings, and when there are discrepancies on your WASSCE results, your NOBDEC results, and your birth certificate. Why is that one too a problem? My name is Selassie, and I spell my name S-E-L-A-S-E. I'm a Voltarian, I'm an Ewe, and I come from Central Volta. I'm a Vedome girl. So that's how we pronounce it, S-E-L-A-S-E. Someone from Southern Volta or someone from Anglo, the same Selassie will be spelled S-E-L-A-S-I. So Selassie. Instead of me, who is called Selassie, she will be called Selassie, or he will be called Selassie, because always our names are unisex, okay? And so all of my documents is S-E-L-A-S-E. And I've seen other Selassies that are spelled S-E-L-A-S-S-I-E. So if I'm going for any kind of registration and the person feels like, oh, so what's your name? Selassie. So, oh, okay, Selassie. Then he or she writes S-E-L-A-S-I. That is not my name. That is not how my name is spelled. So if I let that document go through and I have to attach other documents that are not bearing the SI at the end, then my documents can be questioned, because if all your other documents are S-E-L-A-S-E and this one is S-E-L-A-S-I, or this one is S-E-L-A-S-S-I-E, are you sure you are the same person? What shows that it's you? Because your other documents are speaking a different language. You see? So the spelling of your name, the way you arrange them is very, very important. It also identifies you as a person. I had some issues some time ago. Okay, I went for a loan at a company, and after a year or so, I went back to clear off that loan. And when I went to clear off that loan, the processing was done, but I realized that they were still deducting me. Like they were still taking the monthly installment that I was paying when I was on the loan. So I went back to the company that no, I came back to clear my loan, so they shouldn't be deducting me again. And that is where they went into the system and realized that when I came to take the loan, there was somebody else who is also a nurse who also came to take the same loan. And when I was processing my loan, because on my payslip, the name on my payslip is Agbogan Belinda. That is the name I also use. I didn't add the Selassie to the name because you use your payslip to take the loan. Apparently, there was somebody else called Agboka. So instead of the G in my Agbogan, hers was K, so Agbogan, and she was Agboka Belinda. So they swapped their names, and her loan was cleared off and mine was still running. So you see how G and K alone has caused a lot of problems for me. So that is how important our names, the spelling, the arrangements are. So now let's come to your certificates and what to do if your names are different. Take your document. If you've written WASSCE, you've written NOVDEC, take your two documents, look at it. Are there differences in your name? Look at your birth certificate. Do you have differences on your name? Look at your ID cards, your national health insurance, your Ghana card, that is if you have one, if you have your voter's ID. Look at all of this. Do you have any difference? If there are differences, then you start making arrangements to rectify it. Okay, the easiest document you can rectify is your birth certificate. So if the issue is just your WASSCE certificate and your birth certificate, then you go with your old birth certificate to do a new one. The last time I called the birth and death registry about these things, they told me that they don't have any express service for birth certificates. It comes when it comes. So if you have all your documents ready, if you've passed your WASSCE exams, so you'll not be writing NOVDEC, and so you are hoping to apply for nursing school next year, this is the time for you to get your documents in place. Some of you have some name that you've been using and so all of a sudden you are going to do your birth certificate and then you add extra names that are not already on your WASSCE document. That one too will go against you. So if you are called Amma, you are called Chantel, but Chantel or Amma has never reflected on any of your documents. When you are going to do your birth certificate or whatever, please don't add your Amma or your Chantel because it has never reflected on any of your documents. So don't bring extra headache to yourself. If you have two or more forms that are having different names, the spelling is not correct somewhere, they've added more somewhere, then you will need an affidavit or a gazette. You have to do an affidavit before you can do a gazette. Okay. Some of the nursing schools are so strict that without a gazette, they would not accept any error on your document. It proves that it is not you and they will not accept. One of the schools my niece applied to, that was the instruction, that if you have any discrepancies in your name, then you have to do a gazette. And a gazette can be expensive. For gazette, they can do express for you and it can come in 1 week. And that costs 700 plus cedis for it to come in 1 week. And if you want the standard is 300 cedis plus and it comes in 5 weeks. That's what they told me. So if you have any issues, you go and do your affidavits covering all the names, the differences, the spellings on each document that you see the differences are on all of your documents, implying that when you see this name here or when you see this name there, it is the same person. It is referring to the same person to cover everything so that when you do apply next year or the year beyond, you will not find yourself wanting. And the other thing I want to talk about is about lamination of your document. Apparently, it's not acceptable for you to bring a laminated document for application at the health training schools. So I know we laminate our document because we want to protect it from getting wet and all of that. If that is what you want to do, please just do a photocopy, do a colored photocopy of your documents and laminate the photocopies instead, and leave your original documents as paper the way they are without any covering, okay? Because it is not accepted. Laminated documents are not accepted. So don't go and take your WASSCE certificate and go to the stationery shop and go and laminate it. You will be in trouble when admission season comes. And because this video is purposely for those who are yet to apply for nursing school, if you don't know the entry requirements that you need to have before you apply for the various either certificate, diploma or degree, I have this video here for you. Watch it and guide yourself accordingly. My name is Selassie. I'm a registered nurse here in Ghana, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.